The athletes you are about to see on Phenomenal Elite Wrestling are highly trained professionals who have spent years mastering their craft. Every maneuver, stunt, and performance is executed under strict supervision and with safety precautions in place. We urge all viewers, especially younger audiences, to never attempt to replicate or perform any of the moves seen on this program at home, school, or anywhere else. Stay safe, enjoy the show, and remember, leave the wrestling to the pros.
Is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first.
We're kicking off our second half with a PEW grudge match.
Happy New Year to Smashing Mike! It might not be happy if he doesn't get the win he wants. There is a lot of bad blood between Smashing Mike and the man he's about to face, and quite reasonable for Mike to be angry after what the man we're about to see did to him back in November.
Got Smashing Mike facing off against the Revenant, Jakk Sellstrom.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, this is the Revenant, Jakk Sellstrom.
He's a former PEW World Champion, is Jakk Sellstrom. A man who looks like he was hewn from ice. That is pretty much what his personality is as well. Ice cold, completely ruthless. We saw it when he turned against Smashing Mike midway through a tag team match. Back at To Be or Not To Be. It was Mike and Sellstrom against the team of Joseph Connors and Riley Nova. Before that match, Connors seemed to somehow get into the head of Sellstrom. Said he wasn't living up to his potential since he lost the world title. Sellstrom seemed to take that to heart, assaulted his own tag team partner during the match.
Absolutely, we've now seen an alliance of sorts between Jakk, Joe, and Riley.
Also now, presumably, new women's champion, Freya Rose, can add to that list.
Of course, Joseph Connors, star student Freya Rose, picking up a win against Harley Hudson in her debut match and picking up the PEW Women's Championship. Of course, Jakk Sellstrom making his way to the ring.
Did it actually get a couple of degrees colder when he arrived?
It's chilly as it is, but the joints are certainly getting stiff. But of course, we have all the smoke and mirrors with Jakk Sellstrom. As you said, an icy persona, but He is one of British wrestling's top technical wrestlers. I don't think we'll be seeing very much of that here today. This is going to be a fight.
There is something chilling, something unnerving about Jakk Sellstrom, especially in these past couple of months. We have seen very definite change in outlook.
Of course, this is the second time these men have faced off recently in one-on-one action. They had a match at the beginning of December last year that ended in a disqualification in Smashing Mike's favour. But Smashing Mike, he doesn't want a disqualification win. He wants the 1, 2, 3 or a submission win.
Yeah, there was nothing settled from that previous meeting. Smashing Mike is a very likeable man, but he has been pushed to the edge and taken, again, understandably, pretty personal offence to the way his tag team partner turned against him. Smashing Mike himself has had plenty of success here in PEW, former internet champion, former tag team champion as well. Two men with glittering CVs.
Well, Smashing Mike incredibly popular with the Phenomenal Elite Wrestling audience. They want nothing more than to see Smashing Mike get his revenge on the man that betrayed him all those months ago.
Here's the thing, for all the changes we've seen from Jakk Sellstrom, you don't see any change in Smashing Mike. We know who Smashing Mike is. He wears his heart on his sleeve, he tells it like it is. He's got, well, similar to his name, he's got a very smash mouth in-ring style. Your fans love him for it, whereas Jakk Sellstrom, I'm not sure we even know who this man is anymore.
You're absolutely right, and I think this is why he's so beloved by the audience.
You wouldn't have seen Sellstrom doing this game of cat and mouse that he's trying a few months ago. Till Joseph Connors got in his head.
Joseph Connors is the master of mind games, and it seems that Jakk Sellstrom is now taking a leaf out of his, I don't know what would we call them, are they friends, are they colleagues?
They are certainly two men with a very similar approach to the wrestling world. Very similar philosophies, and Sellstrom, look, he's goading Smashing Mike, just trying to make Mike lose his patience, and Mike does have that notoriously short fuse, could make a mistake. Side headlock here from Sellstrom, but Mike able to get him away. Ooh, strike right into the face of Sellstrom. And this plan of trying to frustrate Smashing Mike is not working.
But Smashing Mike needs to keep his eye on the prize. He needs to keep his cool if he wants to take out Jakk Sellstrom.
Mike was sent face, or Sellstrom sent face first into the steel ring post by Smashing Mike. And Mike always intense when that bell rings, but there's a little more venom behind all of these strikes. He is taking it personally here against Jakk Sellstrom. Sellstrom rolled back into the ring, trying to immediately escape out the other side, but look at this, Mike got his foot on the ankle, preventing Sellstrom from going anywhere. He's going to drag him back in. Throw him back in.
Now, Jakk Sellstrom is a very confident man, but you wouldn't know it from his face. He very rarely shows emotion.
Yeah, it seems like he's dead behind the eyes. There wasn't any emotion showing. I think pain would be. Is that an emotion? I don't know if that counts, but that's certainly what is going through the mind of Jakk Sellstrom right now.
Pain is definitely the word to use it after that hard turnbuckle throw.
Sellstrom trying to brawl here. And again, he's trying to, I think, take advantage of the fact that Smashing Mike, very impulsive, can sometimes make mistakes when his anger gets the better of him. And you see that Jakk Sellstrom, very cerebral competitor. In fact, it's hard to imagine two men who are could be any more different to each other in terms of personality.
Absolutely. Smashing Mike is incredibly beloved by the Phenomenal Elite Wrestling fans, and that's because he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Sellstrom rolling back into the ring. Heard that the referee's count was getting up there towards the 10 count. Mike being Absolutely manhandled here by Jakk Sellstrom, who's showing a new level of meanness. Sellstrom forcing Smashing Mike into the corner at high speed there.
Jakk Sellstrom is not usually one for fighting. As I said before, he's an incredibly gifted technical wrestler, but right now the heat between these two men is too much to handle.
Sellstrom is putting the boot in here now to Smashing Mike. Some of the fans at ringside are trying to help Mike by bad-mouthing Sellstrom. I think that's a bit of a high-risk strategy if you're a fan in the front row.
Absolutely. I'm glad I'm here at the back because I do not want to get caught in that icy glaze of Jakk Sellstrom.
Screams of pain from Smashing Mike as Sellstrom is ripping at his face.
And those stomps to the back are going to take their toll.
This is, I think, a different level of viciousness that we are seeing from Jakk Sellstrom. I don't think we've seen it at this level before.
I would completely agree. He's ripping him apart, but look at the physique of Jakk Sellstrom. He definitely has the capability to tear a man apart.
That's what he seems to be doing. Another kick to the spine there at Smashing Mike. Sellstrom now is in turn goading the audience, asking them why they've gone so quiet, asking where those taunts have gone now that Sellstrom is very firmly on top. Smashing Mike is barely able to defend himself here. Uppercut sends Mike down. He's almost cross-eyed with the impact of that one.
You can see his eyes are glazed over. His legs are shaking. The fight has been incredible so far.
Backbreaker from Sellstrom. This is getting increasingly uncomfortable to watch. Sellstrom forcing those shoulders down. Yeah, Mike's not going to stay down. He's going to have to knock him out or stop him from breathing before Smashing Mike is going to allow Jakk Sellstrom to keep those shoulders down on the canvas for 3 seconds.
The fighting spirit in Smashing Mike is incredible. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. He has been torn apart by this icy man.
And yet, Mike, who, as we said, has a particular grievance here with Jakk Sellstrom. Mike always tenacious, always resilient. But my goodness, if there's ever been a match where Smashing Mike doesn't want to allow himself to fall to defeat, it's this one against Jakk Sellstrom.
You're absolutely right, Dave. The pride on the line in this match is incomprehensible.
Sellstrom now looking to force the issue regardless of what Smashing Mike wants. Beating him from pillar to post here is Sellstrom.
Jakk has been on top for a ridiculously long time now, but Smashing Mike still with the fight in him. You cannot tear that out of this man.
You've got to say, it has been since the return to PEW of Joseph Connors that we've seen this new version of Jakk Sellstrom. The same is true to some extent of Riley Novo, who I understand is going to address the fans after this match. There is a new level of intensity to Sellstrom. Look at him grinding his wrist, his forearm, his knuckles into the face of the eye socket of Smashing Mike.
And this is the technical wrestling. I mean, it's a funny form of technical wrestling, but Jakk Sellstrom.
I think he's just beating him up at this point.
But Jakk Sellstrom knows how to wear a man down with a hold, and grinding his knuckles into the man is definitely a good way to go about that. And again, working the head.
Nastiness from Sellstrom.
You can see there is as you said, Dave, the deadness behind Jakk Sellstrom's eyes. He wants nothing more than to torture this man.
Sellstrom trying to rip the head off of his shoulders of Smashing Mike. But all his body weight down on the back as well.
Smashing Mike, he's trying to, he wants nothing more than to get out of this hold.
Yeah, he's gone through his knees. He needs to get to a vertical base, so if he's going to find a way out, he's been able to do that. Now he's got that free elbow. Mike finally breaks the grip of Sellstrom, ducks a clothesline. Is this elbow though from Sellstrom cuts him off.
I thought that would be the start of Smashing Mike making an incredible comeback, and a huge body slam from Jakk Sellstrom on Smashing Mike.
Dropping the knee. He'll try again. Testing the resolve of Smashing Mike, but unfortunately for Sellstrom, that resolve may well be limitless.
It certainly is not enough to keep Smashing Mike down. At this stage, I'm not sure what Jakk Sellstrom can do, but at the same time, his offense has taken a massive toll on our friend Smashing Mike.
He's going to have to knock him out. He's going to have to either knock him out or make it so the referee thinks that Mike can't continue, because otherwise, I don't see how Smashing Mike would ever stay down. As long as he is conscious, as long as he is breathing here.
Smashing Mike has too much pride to give up here today.
Which, by the way, I'm not sure is the smartest thing for his long-term health. If I was Smashing Mike, I'd think about maybe calling it a day here and living to fight another day.
Absolutely. He's got a long future ahead of him, but this match may have cut that future short in his professional wrestling journey.
Sellstrom sent Mike to the corner again and again. You just saw grimacing with the pain.
Jakk Sellstrom showboating here today. Not a side that we see very often, but he's very confident that he's got this match in the bag.
Sellstrom is having his version of fun, looks like, I think.
But you wouldn't know it from his face. He's got zero expression at all. He wants to take Smashing Mike out, but he still knows he has time to showboat at this stage, which...
Yeah, look how he's taking his time here as well, just relishing it. He just knows he can strike the next blow whenever he wants, and at his own leisure, finally, a strike across the back. It is really, really just unpleasant, unnerving, disturbing, call it what you will.
Absolutely right there. And now he's taking his time to shout at the crowd. Is that the right move? Do you want to give Smashing Mike any amount of time? But looking at it, it looks like he might have the time. Sending him into the corner again. And then,
oh, Mike! Smashing Mike, where did that come from?
And a body slam on Jakk Sellstrom from Smashing Mike.
Smashing Mike coming back to life here.
He's hit his second wind.
Goodness me. Inverted atomic drop. Now Sellstrom sent it to the corner. Big back body drop from the smashing one.
Smashing Mike, he's feeding off of this crowd.
Sellstrom though, that shoulder thrust to Mike. Mike almost sent face first into the turnbuckle. In the end, it's Sellstrom who goes on it. Sellstrom now maybe regretting not putting an end to this when he had the chance. He maybe took too long.
I think you're absolutely right there, Dave.
Playing with his dinner kind of thing is pressure you get. Look at that.
Massive suplex off of the rope.
Yeah, from that angle as well. To be able to lift Sellstrom and hit what was essentially a superplex, stunning. From Smashing Mike, the pin on Sellstrom, and Sellstrom gets out anyway.
Just a 2 count there, but I think Smashing Mike should feel very lucky that he's gotten this far after the incredible beating that he's taken at the hands of Jakk Sellstrom.
I don't know if I would use the word luck. It's character, it is heart, and Smashing Mike has that in bucket loads. Look at this, look at that roar of defiance from Smashing Mike.
Feeding off the energy of this crowd that want nothing more than to see Smashing Mike.
And Mike's looking for the game over. He's going to look for the game over. That full Nelson slam, and there's a counter. The counter from Sellstrom into an arm drag.
Gets rolled through, and Smashing Mike, he's going for another suplex.
Has him up. I saw a delayed vertical suplex earlier tonight. Mike's looking to the second one of the evening. Smashing Mike though, shoulder first into the ring post, and thing about Sellstrom is he does always find a way, the tiniest of openings, to get himself back into the match when it looks like he's beaten.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Jakk Sellstrom is something else. And I think this is the first bit of emotion that we've seen on Jakk Sellstrom's face.
Laughing.
A stretch of a smile across his face.
I think the referee is he's checking whether Mike is able to continue here. He went so hard into that ring post. Sellstrom. Referee instructed Sellstrom to stay in the ring.
Sellstrom doesn't want to leave Smashing Mike alone.
I know it's a wrestling match, I know it's a contest, but have some basic amount of regard for your opponent's well-being, for God's sake.
It's a grudge match here, Dave. Both of these men want to tear each other apart.
Whose fault is it that it's a grudge match? Who started the grudge?
Jakk Sellstrom did what he felt he needed to do.
Don't justify it. Sellstrom turned against his partner, smashing Mike in the back in the middle of the tag team match.
You're absolutely right, and look at where it's gotten Jakk. He's on top of this match.
Well, the match isn't over. As long as Smashing Mike is moving, this match isn't over. The referee again is trying to assert his authority here, telling Sellstrom to bring it back into the ring, and Sellstrom finally abiding by that.
Jakk Sellstrom making his way back into the ring. I think at this stage both men want it finished. Both men seem blown. Both men have been involved in an incredible fight.
I still think at this point though that as good as that comeback has been from Smashing Mike, you've got to think that Sellstrom has been on offense for 80% of this match at least.
You're absolutely right, and that is the experience factor coming in there. A veteran of British wrestling.
There is a calmness, I guess you would call it, but it's a malevolent calmness in the way in which Sellstrom approaches matches like this, which once again is the polar opposite of Smashing Mike, who comes out all guns blazing every time. He's trying to get those guns blazing again here, but the uppercut sends him down.
Smashing Mike is a charisma machine. He doesn't stop feeding off of that crowd. Jakk Sellstrom knows he needs to cut that down if he wants to win here today.
He needs those fans more than ever now to Smashing Mike.
He's still feeding off of that crowd.
Sellstrom now, uppercut to Mike. Smashing Mike is struggling to get air into his lungs here. All of these strikes doing God knows what kind of internal damage, and now Sellstrom with a power bomb. The back of the head of Smashing Mike bounced off the canvas like a basketball there, and yet still he rises from the dead here. Sellstrom with the boots here.
Jakk Sellstrom, he's trying to keep him down. He needs this win, but he must be in shock.
Another power bomb.
Massive power bomb.
Kick out from Smashing Mike.
How does Smashing Mike have anything left in him at this stage?
There was something in his brain, even if he was barely compos mentis there. He knew he needed to kick out. His body almost spasming out of that cover.
You can see the confusion in Jakk Sellstrom's face.
They were two lethal looking power bombs from Sellstrom.
And Smashing Mike's telling Danny Ward, I can carry on. But can he? Look, the rapid blinking, the glazed over look in his eyes. His pride is going to be his downfall.
Yeah, he just keeps kicking out, but he's unable to defend himself. He's unable to cover up when these flurry of boots rain down on him. Now Sellstrom has taken this to the outside.
This is not where Smashing Mike needs it to be right now. There is, as you said earlier on in the show, there is no padding on that outside whatsoever. This, a massive body slam onto the floor on the outside. How can Smashing Mike come back from this?
Felt the floor vibrating here. We're the other side of the building.
Jakk Sellstrom taking it back in. Will this be where he tries to finish the match?
Sellstrom is, again, with Smashing Mike, apparently defenseless, looking for a third power bomb. Is this really necessary? A third power bomb? Enough now. Enough now.
That's got to be it. Jack's not going for the pin. He's going for a fourth power bomb in this match. Check it. Yeah, he's not even going for the pin. He's asking Danny Ward to check Smashing Mike.
He's out. Is he out? Oh, wait, hang on. Give it a Sub-Zero. To give it a Sub-Zero is Sellstrom, that Boston crowd. I'm not even sure if Mike is conscious here. Smashing Mike is... No, he is. He's shaking his head.
He's got to be at four power bombs there from Jakk Sellstrom to Smashing Mike.
Sellstrom is trying to just force him into a submission.
And the toll on his back.
Yeah. Look at Smashing Mike trying to press up his way out of this. Sellstrom once again cinching down. And it's foot on the head there. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Mike's unconscious.
The knee to the back of the neck.
He's not moving.
Mike's still not.
He's out.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, due to referee stoppage, Jakk Sellstrom.
Wow. I hope Sellstrom is proud of himself.
I can't condone these actions, Dave. It may have been a grudge match, but I think he may have taken it a step too far here. But Smashing Mike, you cannot take anything away from the man. The incredible resilience. I have never seen anything like it in all of my time in this business.
It was, as we were saying, he was never going to give up. He was never going to allow his shoulders to stay down if he had anything to do about it. Unfortunately, he wasn't even conscious. It was the referee who made the decision for him. And now Sellstrom, with his foot humiliatingly on the head of this defeated opponent. There is something wrong with Jakk Sellstrom.
I must agree, this is a man who is tapped, but that's the only way I can explain it. The aggressiveness, the ice cold stare, but at the end of the day, the revenant Jakk Sellstrom is victorious today.
Concerned hush that has fallen on large parts of this crowd as Sellstrom admiring his handiwork and walking out of here. A very different Jakk Sellstrom to the one we saw for most of 2024. He has made an example here of Smashing Mike.
P.E.W. That one is Jakk Sellstrom.
Smashing Mike starting to rally a little bit here. Danny Marks is calling for help.
Yeah, we're going to need a second referee coming out here. I think Smashing Mike is going to need a trip to the hospital here.
If you didn't have respect for the man before.
Please put your hands together for Smashing Mike.
Says it all. Every single person in this building showing respect for Smashing Mike.
Mike is determined to walk out of here under his own steam, but I'm not sure if his body is going to be able to match his will here. He is walking, just about. Stubborn, prideful competitor is Smashing Mike.
I think it was his downfall there, but the pride of this man, and he deserves to be proud of himself.